Cricut crafting time.
Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Joan, Kim, Lisa, Patricia, Lisa, Sharon, Susan, Rita, Wanda, Lisa, Deborah, Johnny, Heather, Tammy, Marie Allen, Kit Kat, Jackie, Lori, Karen, Mary, Larry, Dorothy, Amanda, Leanne, Lynn, Melinda, Ashley, Susan, Lisa, Barbara, Betty, Laura, Heather, Nancy, Catherine, Deborah, Diane, Cindy, Betsy, Renee, Cheryl, Stacy, Peggy, Leslie, Susan, Tracy, Jenny, Kathleen, Tishalin, Rebecca, Meta, Sue, Kathy, Sabrina, Melinda, Christine, Marianne, Ann, Wanda, Robbie, Tina, Teresa, Sandra, and Leanne. A huge thank you to my co-sponsors. You guys are awesome. Good morning. Welcome everybody. We are live on YouTube and Twitch. So if you want to watch on Twitch, it's twitch.com/melodylane815, I think. Go to Twitch and search Melody Lane 815. We do this every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. That's 8 a.m. Pacific. Sorry it's so early for you guys. Welcome everybody. We have a lot of new people here today. We've been chatting for like 45 minutes in the chat beforehand. So welcome all of the new people, and put all your questions in caps. I will try to answer as many questions as I can. And what was I going to say? Oh, today we're giving away a Cricut CUTIE, a blue one. Not this one. You get the one in the box. I've never even opened it. This one's mine. So, in order to enter to win the Cricut CUTIE, you have to be in the chat on YouTube, and sometimes Twitch too will show up in the chat also. I don't see anyone from Twitch right now. Might not be anyone chatting there. I see Jen now on Twitch. So yeah, so as long as I see your chat, it will be the first one to answer the question. It's not a hard question. And next week is the first Saturday of the month. First Saturday of the month, we do viewer mail, where you guys sent me stuff and I open it up. It's fun just to see what other people have made. I love opening up your projects on my channel and sharing it with everybody. So that will be next week. Did I say month? Next week. It's the first Saturday of every month. Okay. Good morning, Heaven Sent on Twitch. And welcome all the new people. Therese just became a channel member this morning during our chat. So now she can use all of the Melody emojis and Cricut emojis, and has a badge next to her name. Thank you all of you guys who help the newbies and help the other people. And thanks for asking for the thumbs up and the subscribers and the likes. I really appreciate everybody subscribing to my channel. If you're logged in and you can chat, you can subscribe to my channel. It's free to subscribe. So don't worry about that, except for on Twitch. Twitch, I think it costs something. So on Twitch, you follow for free. On YouTube, you subscribe for free. Okay, and what are we doing today? We are going to go over design space. So I don't have a real plan, and I know there's a lot of new people have just bought a machine. So I thought, give me your questions, and I found some new images. So if you're a beginner, you should learn something today. Ask questions, anything. But today we're going to start here at images. I'm going to show you how to find the brand new images, and we're going to look through them because they're some awesome ones. So you click on images right here, and then it brings these up. And then you have options up here. You can click on categories or cartridges. Today we're going to go to categories first. And you have all these categories if you didn't know this. If you need any images in these categories, and then they have different brands. So they have that when you scroll down. This one's Hello Kitty. That's a fun one. Please put your questions in all caps. But what I like to do is go to the new ones because I like to see what's new. They always come out with awesome new ones. So here are new ones. And anytime you see a green little flag here with the letter A in it, it means it is free if you are a Cricut Access member. So if you have Cricut Access, you get over 100,000 images and you get 10% off everything you buy. You guys, I really want to make this clear. You get 10% off everything you buy. That means if you get a Cricut Maker for $345 or $349, you get $35 off for having Cricut membership. And then you get 10% off everything else. And you can use my code, not on machines, but you can use my code, get another 10% off. And everything is on sale right now, like 50% off. All materials, all accessories, except infusible ink is only 40% off, but it's a big sale for infusible ink. So I want to make sure you guys know that. And also the Dream Box, Monday is the last day to get the Black Friday deals on that. So if you're interested in the Dream Box, I'm also doing a giveaway in my Dream Box video. I did a full tour doing a giveaway. That was last Monday. You have just a few more days to enter that. That video is on my channel. Okay, back to Design Space. That's not a new tab. That's been there ever since Design Space has been there. Ronald, you are amazing. Ronald says, thanks for spending your Thanksgiving weekend with us. You are awesome. Welcome, everyone. Enjoy. Thank you, Ronald. You are awesome. So I want to show you that for those of you that are new, don't know about the green A. And if you click this little eye with the circle on it, it will tell you the name of the image. It'll give you this hashtag number. At any time, you can search that hashtag number. Like if you wanted to share it with somebody, they could search that in here and it would bring that up. And then it also says 3D Holiday Ornaments, and that's in green. Anytime it's in green like that, you can click it and it brings up that whole cartridge. That tells you what cartridge it's on. So these are all 3D Holiday Ornaments. These are new. I have not seen these. So I'm going to go back to cartridges, go back to new. What's the difference in the air? Everything I'm teaching you today is for the Air or the Maker. Hold on, let me get my notes. I have it in my notes. You probably can't read this, too small. Maker has 10 times more force. It is heavier as it has more metal parts instead of plastic. Has no dial. It's all done in Design Space, so you don't have to remember where the dial is. Dual cup holder with rubber bottom protect tools. Larger tool tray to hold more tools. Adaptive tool system with more tools to come. They're always working on more tools. Cuts fabric, no backing. Cuts materials 2.44 instead of 2 millimeter. Cuts tissue paper, mat board, and over 100 more materials. It has a rotary tool to cut fabric and more. It also does not drag across the material. Like when it cuts fabric, it has that rotary blade, so it doesn't just drag. Print and cut on colored or pattern paper. The mat guides have no gap. In the machine, the other ones have a little bit of a gap, so you can't cut in the same spot. Knife blade to cut chipboard or wood. Scoring wheel to score deeper. Perforation tool, debossing tool, wavy blade, engraving blade, and more tools. That's the difference. Okay, now here are some new Christmas ornaments, not ornaments, images. I just want to bake stuff and watch Christmas movies. I'm going to bring some of these in to show you. I've seen a lot of questions. Well, how do you do layered images or different colored images? How do you know what to put on what mat? So I'll go through and show you that. Days till Christmas. This is cool. You can just add text and add the number in here, or you put this around a calendar. Okay, now look. Who feels old when they have back to the 90s retro, whatever, forever, as if, 90s retro images? Does that make you feel old? Makes me feel old. We are under categories, and then we're under new. And then they have these houses. So first, let's go here and let's just look at this cartridge. Just a girl who loves her. We whisk you a Merry Christmas. No. We whisk you a Merry Christmas. 44 images. These are so cute. And these would also be pretty with infusible ink, like the black ones. Okay, let's go back to categories in new. And, okay, we have, well, wait a minute. Okay, let's go to these houses first, then we'll go to the 90s. So 3D holiday houses. They have these in the maker, in the projects where you can cut them out of wood. But you don't have to cut them out of wood. You can cut them out of paper. I think patterned Christmas paper would be really pretty with these houses. You could put a light inside. You could put some vellum in the windows. You can put the electric candles or the battery operated candles inside. I wouldn't put real candles and light them. But that would be fun to make a little Christmas scene. And they have trees and everything you can make, 3D stuff. I love making 3D stuff. Go back to categories. Oh yeah, those would be great for vinyl on pot holders. Okay, now let's go to the 90s. Retro 90s phrases. The 90s are not retro, are they? Oh my gosh. Getting old. Back to the 90s. Okay, who did that? Do you guys remember doing that with your cassette? I did it in the 80s, not the 90s. But you stick a pencil in there to rewind it when the stuff came loose. The 90s called. I love this one with the flip phone. That is so funny. Take me back to the 90s. Dude, that's whack. 90s babe. Yeah, I want an 80s. Do we have an 80s cartridge? Dear Cricut, we miss the 80s. I'm an 80s girl. The 70s, I think there is some 70s things. Okay. Is this one? Yeah, have a cup of cheer. So this is another cartridge. These are all new to me. I've not seen this. Most likely to drink all the wine. It's red cup season. Dear Santa, just bring wine. I run on coffee and Christmas cheer. And see, you could do this all in... let me see if it's done in color. Some of them are done in color and some of them are not. Let me show you how to change the colors of these. Coffee and Christmas music. But you could do these with infusible ink or iron-on or vinyl, and you can change the colors if you want, and I'll show you how. Be merry, y'all. Dashing through Merlot. These are funny. I'm a real Grinch before my coffee. Okay, back to categories. Okay, now this one is Thankful Thanksgiving. I like big pies and I cannot lie. I'm just here for the turkey. These might have been here before Thanksgiving, but I just didn't see them. Best leg day ever. Those are cute. Turkey and wine, feeling fine. Get your fat pats ready. Those are cute. That's the 90s one. I was hoping for an 80s. I think that's all I see. What's that? Days Until Christmas. Okay. So Christmas countdowns. Thank you, Tamara. Okay, let's bring these in. So these are the images I chose earlier. They're down at the bottom. If I want, I can click on them and it will delete them so I don't bring them into my canvas. So I'm going to bring them in. Oh, okay, for now, we're going to take this one. This is all one layer. I'm going to hide this by clicking the eye because I just want to work with this one. I know I've seen the question so many times. I don't know how to do something with different colors. How does it know where to cut? And, you know, they're brand new. They've never used anything with a color, so they're afraid. You guys, don't be afraid. The only way you're going to learn is if you just do it. Okay? So just click the buttons, bring things in, try to change things. You're not going to break anything. You're not going to ruin anything. Okay? So I brought this in. I am just going to hit make it. That's all you have to do to see what happens. So it puts the black layer here. And so when you go to your machine, you have your mat, you put black vinyl, I'm assuming we're going to use vinyl or iron-on, put black vinyl here. You could put black vinyl on the whole sheet, or just like I would put it maybe 5.5 to 6 here, or like 5 inches here so you don't miss it. So you just lay your black there. You know it's black because this is black. Thank you, Pat May. And then the yellow or gold here, or glitter gold, that would be pretty. You put it there. And then your green here. No, you don't have to use green. I've had the question, what if you want to use a different color? You just put whatever color you want down here. And then to bake in red, and it will cut these out in red. And then you can take these off with transfer sheet and then put them on together. And I have videos for that too. So for now, I'm going to hit cancel. Yes, you can cut it out of plain paper first if you want. Now, remember, if you cut this out of paper, each letter is going to be cut separate, like the T and the O and the B and the A. That's why I say cut out of vinyl, but you can cut out of paper so you can see the size of things. That will help. But these will all be cut out and you'll have to lay them down and glue them down. So I'm going to hit cancel. So that's how you do that. Now, if you want to change the color, say you want this word bake a different color, you can click here and you only have this one selected. See, it's dark gray and the colors are up here. So say you wanted it purple, and say you wanted the word movies, not green, you want it yellow. And let's say you don't want this black, you want it orange. You can do that. And then when you hit make it, it changes the color so you know what to put color where. Okay, let's go back to this one. We're going to bring this one back. And then we're going to hide this one. This is for Bobby because he asks me every week how to do contour because he thinks it's funny. Because that used to be my number one asked question is, how do you contour? So let's go ahead and do it. Let's say I want the word coffee in a different color. Well, we can't just change it. It's all one color. There's no ungrouping. There's no detaching or anything. It is set as one image. There's nothing we can do to it unless we duplicate it. So now we have two. And now we can use contour to delete cuts. So contour is way down here in the bottom right. How many people here tell me, raise your hand or say me or whatever, if you have never used contour? So I'm going to click hide all contours. So they're all hidden now except for one. And we're going to change coffee. So we're going to, whoops. Here, there. You can click them over here. Now, if I do coffee just like this, it's going to be filled in because I did not hit the open. I didn't open up the cuts inside. So let's go back to contour. Never worry if you did it correctly because you can always go back. I could bring everything right back how it was. So I'm just going to click on these little circles and spots here in between the letters. And now I got the word coffee. And if I want to change this color, let's say we want it brown. Okay, well now we don't want the word coffee here. I mean, you could layer this on top of that if you wanted. But if you didn't want it, we're going to go over here and click contour on this piece, and we're going to remove the word coffee. Now look what happens if that's all we do. We have all the little spots inside. So we're going to hit contour again, and we're just going to click on those spots. Now you could put that here. Okay, so now all of you that have never used contour, do you think you can use contour now? Do you understand it? Or do you still have questions on what contour can do? Let me show you something else with contour. I'm going to duplicate it. Hit contour. Can you layer with glitter? Things do not stick on top of glitter very well. So layering with glitter is not something you really want to do. I want to get the inside of this solid. Trying to figure out how to do that. Let me see how that works. Yeah. Well, that will work. Okay. Go back to contour. Okay, let's hide all contours except for that. I could make this say red, and I could, if I move it over, it'll be on top of that, but I could do it so it's to the back. If you wanted to fill it in with color, you could do that. Let me try something else with this. You can fill it in this way. So it's not layered, it actually fits exactly inside. See? So you just have to play around with it and make something new. Melanie thinks she can. Yay. Julia can do it. Awesome. Okay, what do you guys want to do today? Do you want to make a Christmas card? Like from scratch? Like design one? So have you guys learned something yet? I know most of you that watch my videos every week haven't learned anything yet. What is this cartridge called? That is a great question. You know why? Because I can tell you. Thank you, Ronald. Ronald says click the thumbs up button. Okay, so if I want to find out what cartridge it is, all I have to do is over here, I can right click. So with my mouse, I'm hitting the right mouse button and then go down to image info, and the name of this cartridge, or the name of this image, is I Run on Coffee and Christmas Cheer. Connie. The name of the cartridge, I just click the cartridge and it will bring up the whole cartridge, which is an awesome cartridge. Isn't this fun? Okay. Was all those yeses to the make a card? Let's go ahead. Let's go to new. Now, when I go to new, it's going to ask me if I want to save this project or if I want to replace it. If I replace it, whatever I have here in the layers panel or whatever, I lose. I don't get to keep. I'm going to go ahead and replace because I just showed you how to do that, and it's just images in Design Space. So I'm going to hit replace. And let's make an A2 size card. An A2 size card is an average card, like 5x7 or A2. A2 is, we're going to unlock this lock up here. And the width, we are going to make 8.5 because an A2 size card is 4.25 by 5.5. So the height we're making 5.5. Now, this would be a card that folds open like a regular book, like a regular card. If you want to make it tall, you would make the height 11 inches and the width 4.25. So then it would be more of a vertical card. But I'm going to make it the other way. 8.5 by 5.5. Okay, and I'm going to make the base of this card white. So in order for you to see it better, I'm going to go down here where it says blank canvas. And when I clicked on that, it changed everything up at the top. It says color here. We're going to click right underneath color, and we're going to choose a color for the canvas. I'm going to change the color of this in white. I click on it, go up here next to line type, and go to white. Okay, I also need to bring in, I'm going to bring in another square and a score line. Oh, there's lots of Santas. Do we want to put a Santa on the card? So the score line, we are going to make 5.5. So it's the same size as the card. We don't even have to try to center it. All we have to do is select the base select this. We can tell they're both selected in the layers panel because they're both in gray. And we are going to click align and we are going to center. So it puts it right in the center for us. Okay, and then we're going to go down here and attach. But I'm not going to attach. Let me show you what happens when we don't attach. When we click make it. And as you're designing, go ahead and feel free to click make it so you can see if it's going to be the way you want it. So it has the score line way over here, and then it has our paper on the next paper. Well, we're not here to score the mat. We want to score our card. So what we have to do is we have to select them both, make sure they're both selected, and click attach. So now this is going to score in the center of our card for us. So glad you guys are learning. And like I want to put this here, but because we just attached those and was working for these, Design Space always moves these to the front. So I have this selected. I'm going to move that to the front. Now when I'm designing a card, I'm going to unlock this and just drag this to where I want it. And let's put that red. Let's make it a deeper red. I kind of do this as the front of the card and this as the inside of the card because I could have it right on the card. Now, when you have a card, this would actually be on the other side of this paper, but because we can't do that on a computer, we just do everything on here, and then when we cut everything out, we glue this to the front of the card. You can also, let's duplicate this piece and make it green. I'm just going to make this. I always have to unlock it. You can make these any size you want. Some people do them specific sizes. I just kind of eye it and do what I like. So you can have that as the front of the card. And we'll show you how to write on here too. I see lots of people answering questions. Okay. Yeah, I have hundreds of these classes. Let's go to images and whoops, I'm looking at one place and this part of I'm looking at what you guys see, and this Design Space is actually on a different monitor and I was clicking on the wrong monitor. Okay, images. Yeah, scoring makes the paper so it scores easy. So you don't have to like fold it on your own. You just kind of bend the paper and it will fold. That's what scoring is. I know a lot of you don't do paper projects, but I really want to challenge you to do paper projects. Aren't these fun? Okay, we're going to go up here and we're going to search Santa. Somebody said something about Santa. There's lots of Santas. You know what? Thank you, Ronald. Sending cheer to Tisha. Hope you feel better. Oh, Tisha, sorry you're not feeling well. I don't know how to spell chimney. I don't even know if this will work. Oh, look at that. I love this. Aren't these cute? I do have a card I did, I think 2 years ago, a card shaped like this chimney, like this fireplace. I did this with infusible ink a couple weeks ago. I have a video. That's cute. Santa's cutest elf. Oh, what are these? Santa's hat with Santa's coming to town. Welcome, Jen Lee. You now have all of my projects. Hundreds of my Design Space projects you have access to. Just go to my community page on my YouTube channel. Click on community. I'm not sure you can do that from... Okay, now that's a cute card. Santa's riding a bike and he has a palm tree. Oh, look at the cat. So cute. I ate Santa's cookies. Okay, I think I'm going to go to the top. Heather's asking if DS is running really slow today. Well, I'm live on YouTube working with Design Space. I don't think it's too close. Oh, that one's printable. What should we say? What, I don't know what Santa image to use. That's cute. Jeanette puts 2 score lines. Yeah, you can put 2 score lines right on top of each other. Let's do this one. Fireplace. All right. Let's do this one. I just thought of something. Let's do this one. This upside down chimney Santa. That's why I was thinking, but I don't. Oh, I got it. I'm trying to think of what to put on the card at the same time. This one is a printable. We can go ahead and do printable. This one's cuter. Oh, let's just do this one. Heather says, I haven't added anything. I'm just trying to follow Melody and search is not working. Are you on the beta? I'm on the beta app, and the search works much better on the desktop app than it does in the browser. I'm not in the browser. Here's the scrap box stuff. It's behind it. I don't know if fireplace works. Could just do that. I'm going to hide this for now. I'm also going to go to Color Sync to see if we can get some of these colors together. So right here we have 2 reds. They look almost exactly the same. So I'm just going to drag this red up to this red so they're the same color of red. They have these as different colors. So the nose is different than the face. But you know what? I don't have 2 colors that are like that. So I might just use a marker and go around the edge of the ears and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and move those to the same color. And the rest is probably good. Go back to layers. I also want to put something on his sign. What are we putting on his sign? How to get off the browser. When you open the browser, it'll say insert or download the Cricut beta app. You have to download and install it. And I do have a whole video on how to do that. Oh, the upside down Santa would be cute with a wobble. This would be cute with a wobble too. Okay. What are we going to put on his sign? Oh, how about naughty or nice? Okay. So in order to write on his sign, we have to attach writing to it. So I'm just going to move. I'm going to change this background color because it's kind of the same. Let's do blue. Okay, so in order to do that, we have to ungroup the image. Thank you, Ronald. He says, do you want to use your Cricut machine more? Then be sure to give a home where it can stay out and easy to use. Good advice, Ronald. Okay, we're going to move this because this is the piece we're going to write on. So we're going to add text. Now, for those of you that are brand new, don't expect to remember all this. The best way to learn is to watch the video and then go back and do what I do. Pause the video, then you go to Design Space and then watch a little more of the video and try to do it again. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Naughty or nice. Okay. That might be just a little too big. What we're going to do is we're going to write. So I'm going to change the style. Here it says font, and right next to it says style, and we're going to click writing. And we can choose a font. We can filter over here. Oh, look, saved for offline. I think that's new. Okay, I'm getting a message that some people are confused as to why I'm designing on the left side of the card. That's because I can't design the front of the card because it's on the other side. So this would be the front of the card. When you cut these pieces out, you would put them on the front, which it depends on how you close the card. Okay. We're going to zoom in. We're going to change the line space. You can do that here. Right. See, it's getting closer together by me going down. Or I can do advanced and ungroup to lines. So then I have these lines and I can move them separately. Not sure how I'm going to do this. It's going to have to be, is that how you spell naughty? I just selected all of them. See, I did that by just moving my mouse over all three of them and it selects them all. And then I can use this. I can unlock it and make it shorter.
Motion detected at the front.
Have delivery. And there we go. So now I have to attach it. You can't see the word attach. There we go. Attach. Put this back here. I can group this back again. So when I cut all these pieces out, I will fold this paper and put it on the correct side of the card. But I want to write on the inside of the card. What is a wobble? I don't have anything with a wobble on it at the moment. A wobble makes you put something on the card and it wobbles, like it will go like this. You can flick it and it's not like it's stuck to the card, but it has a spring inside and it moves like this. I guess I need to do a card with a wobble. Okay, let's go back to Design Space. Okay, so naughty or nice. What do we want to put on the inside of the card? Whoops. Do we want to just put, I don't know, all I can think of is Santa is coming to town. Merry Christmas. Okay, I'm just going to put Merry Christmas, unless you guys come up with something better. Yes. Okay, somebody's asking about print and cut. How do you change the color of the mat? You just click right down here, blank canvas. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong monitor again. And then you click the color. I did show that. Oh, print and cut. So if you wanted this to be a print and cut image, I'm actually going to duplicate it so you can see the difference. So this one, it's all selected. All I have to do to make it a print and cut, let me move this up so you can see, is hit flatten. So now this is a print and cut. Let me unflatten that, because remember his nose and stuff were different colors. And now they need to be different colors, I think. Advanced. Let's just go a little darker there. They need to be different so you can actually see his nose. But you can flatten it. And then it will cut only on the outside. It will cut inside here. Anywhere you see blue, it's going to cut out. So if you wanted to do print and cut and didn't want to glue all these pieces of paper down, although you could even use vinyl for these, glue it down to the piece of paper at the bottom. Like you could glue it all to the black part. And notice the print and cut is only one sheet, while these are all separate. Santa can't explain. Okay, that's a good one. So you better be nice. Santa's coming to town. Oh yeah, the nose we could do like a cherry red. That would be pretty or cool. Print. Okay. It's not naughty if Santa doesn't find out. That's so cute, Virginia. I like that. Let's do that. Okay. Karen says when you flatten, you lose the black outline. There never was a black outline. You see the black outline here because the black outline is the cut line. But when you put the paper together, there's not really an outline. So that is a difference when you look at this one and this one. That's how you know this one is print and how you know this one is cut, is because there's not actually a black outline. The outline just shows the cut line. And this one doesn't have a cut line. So it's just going to cut around the outside. Okay. What were we saying? It's not naughty if he doesn't find out. Yeah, it's not naughty if Santa doesn't find out. Let's do that. That's fun. Okay, I'm on the wrong monitor again. I'm a slow typer, guys. I never actually learned how to type. Okay. You have to click it to select it. And when it's in writing, you have to actually click the actual letter, not in between. So we need to change these. Somebody's asking if you can change print and cut files to not print and cut. If they're made as a print, there's no way to change it as a cut. You can change it as a cut and it'll be the outside. If it's set. Okay, so I'm double clicking this so I can put these in different lines. And I want to center these. And we need to make it smaller. And we can change the color up here. Line type, it says draw, and we can, this little box here, we can choose the pen we want to use. Let's say we want to use a glitter gel pen in red. Now, what happens, let's hide this print one. Set this up here. Now, let's go ahead and hit make it. Can anyone tell me what my mistake is already? Kathy, that's funny. Look, it's writing on my mat. It's not writing on my card. That's because I didn't click attach. So we're going to select this. I'm going to hold down my shift key and select this. Or if I wanted to select both of these, I could just drag my mouse over those two and click attach. And now it made everything else disappear. Don't worry, it's all behind there. So this is selected. We're going to put this back to the back. And there everything is. So now when we hit make it, it's going to write it right on here. And it's going to tell us what pen color to use. And then that's his beard and stuff. I would do that in glitter paper. That's just me. And then the other pieces. There's his face. Looks like a pig nose. It's not. That's his eyes, I think. But when you put that on top of the brown piece, you see that. His little sign. This is his little belt. The other green piece. So then you have all these cut out and you glue them together. I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel. Just like this picture. And these are in order. It's the dark on the bottom and you just glue them together and put them where you want them on the card. Great, you're learning. I'm so glad you guys are learning. Okay, raise your hand if you learned something. I I know not all of you have learned something because you guys are here every week. And I really appreciate you. I am grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for everyone who subscribes to my channel and watches and talks in the chat. And you guys make these videos what they are. I really appreciate you for chatting and asking questions. How did you change a black mat? I can't see my image. I'm not sure what you mean. Why isn't the wavy blade compatible with regular adhesive vinyl? I don't know. It should be. I'll check it later and I will let Cricut know if that's the case. If you are naughty, you ignore the direction and use the color you would want. Welcome, Ruth! You can now use my emojis. Deborah learns every time. Oh, on the Make It screen? Okay. When you have, let's change this. Oh, I'm on the wrong one again. Let's change this piece. It's actually set to brown. Let's change it to black. And when you hit Make It, you can't see it very well. It's kind of hard to see. Depends on your computer. Some computers are harder to see. I think they made it a little bit easier. But if you have a problem seeing the black mat, what I suggest is to change the color here. Don't put it black. You can change the color. You could maybe just lighten it up a little so it's a gray. And then you can see that better, but you know if it's this color to put your black down. Okay? Other than that, you can't change it. Okay. Who's ready to try to win the Cricut CUTIE? What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a certain question. And if you watch my channel, you know the answer. And if you watch the beginning of the video, I gave the answer away very clearly. Let me see if I missed anything. Okay. Okay. So, and you have to be in the chat. I have to be able to see your chat. And the first person to answer the question correctly wins the Cricut CUTIE, and you will need to email me your address, and I'll tell you my address afterwards. Okay. Thank you, Ruth. Okay. First or the only question to win the little Cobalt CUTIE is, what do I do on the first Saturday of the month after Cricut Design Space class? Okay, we have a winner. So it can stop guessing. That was very quick from Twitch. Jen L. Jen L says viewer mail is the answer. So email me at melodylanedesigns@gmail.com. But the first Saturday of the month, I always open viewer mail, unless I didn't get any viewer mail. There's usually some. Patreon Hangout is the second Saturday of the month. So that will be next week. So congratulations, Jen. And every Saturday I do a giveaway. I do a giveaway because of all of you guys for supporting my channel and all the super chats and everything else. I feel like I want to give back. I also have other major giveaways. I'm not sure yet what my other giveaways will be next month for December. And every Tuesday at noon, we do a live video, and Thursday night lives at 8 p.m. Thursday night is going to be a fun one. I think it's going to be different. I don't think there's going to be any Cricut in my Thursday night one, but it'll be fun. And I think my son will help me. My son has been getting the crafting bug. You guys, he made this card. If you didn't see video last Tuesday, was it? Okay, he made, this is his first card. Okay, now, I made the base of the card. I had that in my files, but it was his idea. He's like, I want to make one of those cards that have the different layers. And so I showed him one of these. He's like, yeah, that's it. I want to do that. I'm like, you don't want to just do a simple card that folds in half? No, he wanted to do this. So he had this in mind. So he made this. He made up that saying, I come bearing gifts. I think he stole it from Google. And I made this yesterday. I shared it on Facebook. This is from the Giftery mystery box, the digital mystery box. And I used, on the top, I used the chrome adhesive foil and then just black removable vinyl. And I used acetate for here. And it's a little treat box that looks like a stove. You can just pull this. And it comes open like this, so it won't really hold a cupcake. But can you see the paper? I used princess paper because I liked the outside. It reminded me of the 50s or something. This would be great to hold cookies. I don't have any cookies. But this would be fun to give cookies to somebody in, wouldn't it? Like fresh baked cookies. I made two because I didn't like the way this closed. And what I realized is you have to really make sure you fold these correctly. And I didn't do a great job on that, so I wanted to try again. And I like this paper better. And this paper's on clearance. It's also 50% off, and it's on clearance. So if you have Cricut Access, if you use my links in the description, I do get a small commission. If you have Cricut Access, you get an extra 20% off, I think. So it's on sale, and I love the backs of the papers. The stove pattern is in the Giftery mystery box, the digital mystery box. Let me show you. Let's go to images. And you can go to cartridges. If you bought the Giftery mystery box, I think it, There's dinosaurs. Where is it at? Last I looked, I thought it was near the top here. Okay, so I'm on cartridges. I'm going to search. Oh, no, I forgot. I think it has the word box in the name. There's lots of cartridges with boxes. Here it is. Holiday gift boxes. And I love the little thing there too. It's not in access yet. You will not see this cartridge unless you bought the digital mystery box. So here it is. And what I did is I cut this white piece, I changed it to a gray color, and I cut that out of acetate. And then I didn't put this piece here. I don't know, I just didn't want it. And then you cut it and you just fold it. I didn't change the size or anything, just left it as it was, and you fold it on all these pieces. And if you're not sure how to do it, you could do on not such pretty paper and do it maybe on a scrap paper or paper you have a lot of and you don't normally use, so you can practice folding it like I did. Oh yeah, the paper is on clearance. Let me show you. Where's my design, my video? Hold on. Where are we at? You're here. Let's go over here. I just put my video here. So here's me reading the chat, and you can go underneath the video, click on show more, or you might have to hit a little bitty arrow or triangle over here. Click show more, and you can shop the Cricut sales. Oh, and you can use my code HAPPY. Oh, what were we doing? We're gonna go to paper. So we go up here to materials and then go down to paper. And this is too wide. So the frozen paper is on clearance too. So not only do you get $8.39, if you have access, you also get an extra 20% off and an extra 10% off. And if you have $50 in your cart and use my code, HAPPY is the code, HAPPY, you get another 10% off. So there's not a specific place for clearance. It's just throughout. This paper is on clearance, which I think is crazy. This is the one that was just in the mystery box. That is absolutely crazy. That's on sale. That's a newer one, and it's embossed. Look, this one's only $4. This Christmas one, Nordic Christmas. And if you spend $50, guess what you get? You will get next week a coupon for $10 off. If you spend $100, and you have to actually spend it, it's not in your just your subtotal. Victory is Mine is on clearance. I'm trying to show you the paper I used on the stove. Thank you for subscribing. Oh, now I thought that was on clearance. I think this is what I used. Maybe it's not on clearance. Yeah, this is the one I used. It's not on clearance. I thought it was. I'm sorry. But if you have access, you get 10% off that, and you can use my code and get another 10% off. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I know I'll be here Tuesday at noon. Might go for a golf cart ride this weekend. Bring you guys along with us. And thanks for hanging out. Creative Touches, you can go back and watch it again. I have a video to, if you want to see the mystery boxes, well, I have videos to the mystery boxes on my channel, but you can, I think if you hit sale and go down to mystery box, there's 4 mystery boxes right now. So if you click that shop link in the description, this is the giftery mystery box that the stove is in. And you cannot use my code on digital. Here's the Disney Christmas Digital Mystery Box. That's still available. And then these 2 boxes are physical products. This one, I think it's still in stock. This one has the blue cutie. So if you did not win the blue cutie today, you can purchase that mystery box and get the blue cutie. Totally worth it. All right, guys. I love you. And we will see you in the next video. Bye.